Mr. Bodenweiser, are you happy with the way your attorneys have handled this case so far? Did you ever touch the victim? Showing pornographic movies to a 9-year-old, what do you make of that? This year, about 40,000 folks from all across the country are here, trudging through these icky, gooey, and muddy waters to get as close as they can to the pony swim. It's the photo trend that's all over Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But can selfies define someone's sense of beauty?
Without a good lead, hunting down a fugitive can be costly.
Sometimes a lot of man hours, a lot of effort has to go into tracking one individual.
Which is why the Wicomico County Sheriff's Office is working with 47 ABC to enlist the help of you, our viewers, to keep an eye out for wanted suspects.
Northern Delaware got hit with some of the heaviest snowfall since February of 2010. Here in Dover, about 7 inches. But as you can see, it's really not that bad. That's because that rain that we got today really helped mat some of this snow down.
A quiet, empty, what appears to be deserted Wallops Island. 2 national parks surrounding the area closed to any visitors. The aftermath, just hours after avid rocket watchers witnessed something they've never seen before.
It just gave me a pit in my stomach. We knew something right away was not good.
On Chincoteague Island, some of those watching were residents, but many traveled miles to get that front row seat for the unmanned Antares rocket launch. But Tuesday night, they got more than that.
When the explosion happened, we felt it. It was I guess you could equate it to an earthquake.
I had some friends that had some pictures fall off their walls.
Chincoteague officials say damage was minimal, but the level of damage closer to the island is still unclear. Orbital Services, NASA staff, and the Mars team have shut down Wallops Island to evaluate, leaving some outside employees working on the island for certain projects in limbo.
We're in standby, so as soon as we get the word, if they give us access, we'll go in and we'll check out our equipment.
It still will depend on the radars and sensors and how that equipment handled the shock, but so far it's looking very, very good.
Chincoteague residents and business owners are also trying to stay optimistic. But for a town that thrives on visitors flooding to the area for the frequent launches, it's not the physical damage that has them nervous.
Hopefully it won't do any economic damage to the area. I do expect to see some, but I hope it's very, very short term.
Kelly Rule, 47 ABC.
And here they come. 135 beautiful wild ponies make their way across the Assateague Channel to Chincoteague Island.
You will never see this anywhere else in the whole United States and probably in the world.
It's the 89th annual Pony Swim.
This year, about 40,000 folks from all across the country are here, trudging through these icky, gooey, and muddy waters to get as close as they can to the pony swim.
More than 40 firefighters from across the region saddle up, herd the animals, and guide them through the waters.
Somebody somewhere back in the 70s nicknamed them the Saltwater Cowboys, and it has stuck ever since.
And in the race to get to the other side, the first pony to make it ashore is dubbed King or Queen Neptune.
I thought it was amazing.
Well, before they swam, I was sweating to death. I was like, oh my gosh, let this be over. But watching them come up from the water, it was all worth it.
The Saltwater Cowboys then take them through the streets, parading through the crowds and leading them to the carnival grounds where dozens will be auctioned off the next day. For Lori Aki, the experience was like none other, to say the least.
I am a city girl. Do you notice the socks? Okay, those are city socks. I don't do outdoors at all. My girlfriend does horses, so she brought me here today and walked me through the swamps, made me use a porta potty. It's endless.
But it was a ride well worth it.
It was beautiful. The horses were absolutely gorgeous.
Meet Nina. This energetic pup is turning 2 years old next month and weighs 37 pounds. She's a Labrador Doberman mix with short brown and white hair. She enjoys snuggling, long walks, and even the occasional dip. Nina is spayed, up to date on her shots, and is heartworm negative. Her life has been spent in shelters, so she may need some time to adjust to her new home. She's great with other animals and kids and looking to join an active family.
So visit Baywater Animal Rescue today and give Nina here a forever home.
Marlin, dolphin, wahoo. The big fish reign supreme on the last day of the White Marlins Open.
So big. They're big. And they have the pointy noses.
The grand prize, more than $1 million.
We had no idea how big of an event it is, and it was great. It was just a lot of fun for us to come.
Now, these fishermen are not the only ones who'll be walking away as winners. Some of this week's catches will be donated to 2 great local causes.
For me, the prize is being able to look at them and sample them for parasites.
Ann Bars, a zoology professor at Salisbury University, says the competition is necessary to gather samples and further research on a specific flatworm that only lives in the gills of these marlin.
There's only 2 papers on it ever, and the species description is horrible.
Another winner, the Maryland Food Bank. Butch Langenfelder says the donated fish helps to fill a void many of their clients miss out on.
We rarely get high protein item like this donated to the food bank. It does stay here on the Eastern Shore, but a lot of it does go back to Baltimore, get processed, and then distribute throughout the whole state.
So whether it's for the money, for fun, or to help out the community, there's more than one way to go home a champion at the White Marlin Open. Jennifer Fulginiti, 47 ABC.
We have so many different dishes there, and every one of them is really, really delicious if you know how to prepare them.
Well, today we learn how to prepare the very popular escovitch fish. Traditionally prepared with the head on, we went with snapper fillets. Chef salted both pieces and added a little pepper. Her insider tip was to flip the fish a couple of times to really get the salt and black pepper marinated into the fish. She raked them through the flour and put them in the hot oil for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. While the fish was cooking, I asked her what she thought made Jamaican dishes so good.
Most of our food and spices and sauces that we have, it's originated from all over the world. So that's what they said. Out of many, one pepper, but we would say out of many, one pot.
After the fish was sufficiently browned, we took it out to begin our escovitch sauce. We added the carrots and some sliced chocho to the already hot oil, letting them saute a bit before adding allspice and thyme. We then poured a little vinegar, added Scotch bonnet peppers for a little heat. She'd taken the seeds out to make it bearable for a pepper-shy person like me. We put it all together before putting the fish back in the pan to simmer in all the flavors. While that was coming together, I asked restaurant co-owner Helene Henry what motivated her to open Reggae Soul.
Missing Jamaican food, and I'm a born Jamaican, so not having West Indian food at my fingertips was very unusual when we came here.
So she brought the mountain, or island in this case, to Salisbury. And with our escovitch fish done, it was tasting time.
That is so good.
Thank you.
Oh, I got a little spice.
Yes, not that much.
That fish is just nice. It's seasoned so wonderfully.
Yes. Thank you.
The escovitch fish is good.